We are live. We're here. We are blue.
Happy Pride.
Oh my gosh. Yes, everybody's gay. Chat, you are all honorary gays for this month. No heterosexual sex allowed. If you're in chat, I'm sorry. If you are a member of this community, you have to be gay for all of June.
And you owe me royalties.
Yeah, everybody has to go like, comment, and subscribe as the royalties. Loyalties.
The royalties, the royalty loyalties.
The tithe. Yeah, we all need to go tithe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, please
To the
come
church.
in droves.
Oh wait, no, we should start calling it a church because then we can like be tax exempt.
Great idea. Welcome to the Church of the Grease.
I personally find straight up rainbows to be quite garish.
It's a little bit violent on the eyes.
I have like a visual disability, clearly. Yeah, rainbows is hard to look at. Like pastel is better.
Spoiler.
Clearly. Oh my gosh, Belle. Hi, Belle.
Hi.
Did you guys just see that ghost? Oh my god. That was scary.
I sure didn't. I sure didn't.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So we multi-stream, as you guys know, to both Twitch and YouTube. There's going to be some stuff coming up that is only going to be on Twitch just for like copyright reasons. So like if we're watching, I want to watch The Traitors as it's coming out, like maybe 2 weeks delayed or so. But that can't go on YouTube because they will like hunt us down and shoot us in the head for copyright. But I was wondering if we should start doing TikTok as well.
Wow.
Like we can also stream live on TikTok.
It's gonna get so crazy.
Everybody's warned that it could be a bunch of 12-year-olds up in here. And if it's bad, we'll just shut it down. It's chill. Well, I don't know why Joshita's not here. Hello?
Hola.
Okay, are you ready to get into it, everyone?
Let's get down to business, doll.
It's the Grease, and I forgot to intro myself. Hi, I'm Princess Capella, joined today by none other than Joshita.
Your much more charming, handsome co-host.
Wow, okay. I see how it's gonna be. Last week on RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 10 was the 8-ball challenge, which was a design challenge where the queens had to incorporate 8 different items
Inside of a ball.
onto their individual garments for the runway. Lydia B. Kollins and Tina Burner were in the top, with Lydia winning the lip sync, bringing her score up to 3 points and Tina Burner's score up to 2. So as we kick off this week, it's time for the 4 other queens to assign their MVQ points. I just want to say that Nicole Paige Brooks is so much fun and I love her so much. Mistress Isabelle Brooks is rotted to the core, and I hope that the next time that she's at the beach, her straps on her flip-flops break and that she has to walk around with raggedy ass broken sandals for what she did. For what she did.
This is what I want to preface this whole thing with. That's the only reason why I'm upset, is because of Nicole Paige Brooks.
Yes.
I don't really care about Kerri very much. I feel so bad for Nicole. This whole point snatching thing is great TV. This created drama. This created tension between the queens. Nicole was gagged.
She was.
She didn't really think, but she had like sort of called it out.
She did. She was so close to just clocking all of it. So close.
And she just should have. She just should have.
As soon as you see Mistress and Jorgeous start whispering to each other right before the actual swap, it's like Nicole kind of clocked it immediately and was trying to swap her point with Kerri instead.
Would have been smart.
She knew in her heart not to trust Mistress Isabelle Brooks. It's true. I would have lived if it was probably anybody else but Nicole Paige Brooks.
I know. If Nicole did it, you would have been like, yes, honey.
I know. I'd be like, oh my God, mama, crack the code. She is here to slay, mommy.
I had to think about it that way too, because I was really pissed at Mistress for a minute. And like, it's a game, but like, I just feel bad for Nicole. I wanted her to go on. And this decision, this gaggery, this gaggerini truly cut her out of it.
It's not impossible for Nicole and Kerri to kind of come back from this, but it would be, I have like the mathematical statistics to go over later on what exactly would need to happen. Okay, so after the swapping, Jorgeous and Mistress both have 2 points. So Kerri and Nicole Paige Brooks have 0 going into this week.
Yeah.
0. We are straight into working on the rapping roast, which is like a reading rap battle a la Drag Race Philippines season 3.
Which is weird.
Yes. And Lydia gets to assign the order because she won the challenge last week.
I'm gonna get canceled, but dumb chaperone enters the workroom.
Girl.
This might be just me, but the entire segment that she was in the workroom, I felt that the whole thing was so fake and put on.
Really?
I was just like, what is happening?
I think she's just a little bit awkward.
Why was she acting like a baby?
Yeah, maybe.
She was going...
Did you clock, though, that when Lydia's going around trying to figure out the order, she is talking to Kerri, and Kerri promises Lydia a point in exchange for going last in the roast order.
It was clocked. I think that that's really smart, and that's how you need to play the game, because like in a lot of situations, the person is not going to think about every situation. They're just going to be like, oh, if I put you last and you do well and you win, like whatever. But yeah. Lydia's like, okay, I put you in the spot you want, you don't win, now you've got a point, what are you going to do with it? Like, that's how you find an opportunity.
How did you feel about the music for the rapping roast?
It wasn't anything special. It doesn't move me in any way, in one direction or the other.
What I want to know is Leland on vacation? Because the hook for this, it's a rapping roast. These queens gonna be burnt toast, serving it up from coast to coast. It's a rapping roast. Like, that is the best that you could do. That's the best that could be done. And what I also thought was really interesting was the really literal quiet TikTok AI voices that were saying like, it's a rapping roast, you know, kind of in the background. Why? Like, yes. Was this fully AI? Like, have they completely, is Leland gone?
Leland might just be out of the cut.
That's what I'm wondering. They said Chat GPT. Chat GPT.
Chat GPT. Didn't they do that already?
For real, we do need to get a welfare check on Leland. Somebody check his Twitter or something. Okay. Starting off, the rapping roast is Tina Burnter. How did you feel about Tina's performance in the roast?
It wasn't bad, but I did, out of all of the queens that they said this about, I did have a little bit of issues understanding her. I think there was a little bit of rushedness or something.
Sure.
Tina Burner on fire.
Like the Hunger Games.
Even on the second watch, when I watched it through again, I was like, still like, okay, I gotta turn it up, I gotta listen. What is she saying? What is she saying? I think her performance was better than her season 13 rap performance.
Yes.
But is it fashion?
It was interesting, and what I think is interesting about this episode overall is that the reaction online, because you know, Mama, all up in that Reddit, all over it. The reaction was very split. You know, like the judges with Tina, for example, said, this is too wordy. And then like everybody online was like, oh my God, Tina was amazing. Tina should have been in the top. And I was like, I don't think it's too wordy, because if you gave like, okay, let's say you gave this verse to Megan Thee Stallion, it would not sound too wordy. You know what I mean? I think part of it is the actual performance of the lyrics, because Tina is a Broadway queen. You know, she's giving camp in this. It feels to me like a Broadway baby trying to rap. And I think that was kind of the feeling with it. And then also watching her performance, it seemed like she didn't know the lyrics that well. Like the lip sync was kind of off. All of that being said, I also put Tina in But Is It Fashion. Our runway category this week was Little Shop of Horrors.
I like this. I don't have a lot of negatives to say on this for a Tina Burnter look. She definitely looks polished. I think it's cute. I give this a Grease.
Yeah, I fucking loved this. Like, this is stunning. And I would actually, like, I would genuinely fight somebody that didn't like this look. I mean, the color is so beautiful, and like the headpiece, the fascinator with like those stamens is so pretty. Even like just the velvety like boots or tights or whatever is under the garment, it is so gorgeous. Yeah, and the story was really touching. I think it could have been a little more cinched in at the waist or whatever, but it was really just beautifully put together. So that was a grease for me. And I want that headpiece desperately.
Just the headpiece.
Yeah.
To wear around like a fucking Pikmin.
That's all you can see, right? Like I'm fully, I have my cute top on and then I'm fully in sweatpants with a blanket.
I am fully gaped. I'm just kidding.
Fully gaped. Well, let's see. I think for Pride though, I'm going to Pride and I think I'm going to like do a full body paint and just like sweat over everything and then just be a disaster and look a mess. I think for Pride, I'm going to get gaped.
I do it every Pride.
Every Pride. I've actually never gone to a Pride.
I thought you were about to say about getting gaped.
Oh, honey, I've been gaped. Mama. I'm not really like a be gay outside type of, like, I'm not like be gay in anything above 90 degrees.
That's where they all go, though.
I know. That's the thing. Couldn't we have had Pride in October?
Oh, it's the best month. We should swap.
Let's give the straights June. They can have straight Pride. Like, let's just let them have that as long as we can have gay October.
I'm okay with the plan as long as we take out the parts where we give anything to straight people.
Okay, fine. It can be like Italian month. Just workshopping. Just workshopping here.
We can do the Italian
month. Wait, do the Italian thing. Do the Italian thing.
He's a fucking fool, that same one.
Ending the stream. Okay, Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia. How did everybody feel about her performance in the roast?
I thought like the actual like movement was pretty limp. She didn't really do a whole lot. In terms of like moving around. She looked good, yes. She was painted and she had big ass hair on. But her lyrics were good. I thought her reads were funny and they were very her, and it was like I think the judges said it, but it was like it wasn't as like jam-packed all into one. So it was like a little bit of like a moment out to breathe and like, okay, this is Nicole. I understand what she's saying. And she had funny reads. I really liked her a lot. Mm-hmm. I just wish that she was like a little bit more lively, like on stage physically.
The performance was a little bit stiff, and she looked so gorgeous that I really wanted to see her kind of like toss the hair around and do just a little bit more. Like I don't need something crazy from the performance, but I needed her to just kind of scoot around the stage a little bit. But she did have some zingers. Like her verse was very entertaining, and it was exciting to see this from her, like especially because they didn't have anything like this on her season. You know, they just like had the cherry pie hooker disaster thing that was with the day drag.
Cherry pie.
Yeah.
And the stripper challenge.
Yeah. And I loved her in that too, actually. But I did have a really tough time deciding where to put her. So I had her in the bottom of my All Right Mama.
I had her in the top of But Is It Fashion?
Okay, we'll put her at the top of But Is It Fashion then for now. Nicole's actual look. What did you think about
the real
this?
One? So I like the direction this is going, like in terms of like draggy and like bigger looks. I think this is definitely a step in the right direction. Yeah, I'm not sure that the reveal was necessary or if it made a lot of sense, but I didn't dislike it. I thought she looked great. Her body was fucking snatched. I'm gonna give this like a grease. Like a light grease, like a light to medium grease.
I, as a huge Nicole Paige Brooks fan, want to kind of be for real about this look. Like, there's details of it that I really like. When she first comes out, the really exaggerated shape of the hips. Loved that. But the spikes that are on it, they're like really flaccid, and it's just kind of an airbrushed dress, and it almost seemed a little bit too short. Like it didn't quite hit the floor, and you could see that kind of gold lining. I kind of did like the reveal. I liked the bodysuit, and I liked all the snakes and like the lizards and stuff that were on it, but at the same time, like, I hated the hair. I really want Nicole to just kill this competition, and I wish that she was, and I don't know, like, maybe I'm holding her to like way too high of a standard or something because I love her so much, but I am actually gonna nuke this. All right, Lydia Butthole Kollins.
Lydia was my absolute favorite out of everybody. Read everybody really well. The lyrics were funny. She did not seem nervous.
Right.
She absolutely should have been in the top 2 over one of the 2 who was, and I will not hear anything otherwise. And she's a Slayana.
Michelle was fucking whack.
She's a dumb bitch. She's deaf.
Seriously, what the fuck is going on? I think that Lydia deserved to be in the top the second that she rhymed burner with Kerner.
With Kerner! Come on!
What is
bitch,
wrong with you?
please.
Come on. I think she might have had the best lyrics for me. Like, the reads
100%.
were solid. And one thing you have to consider too is that like everybody was given names and whatever of everybody that was going to be on the season so that they could prepare this roast. She would have had 5 days to put this together. She did not have time to hire somebody. She wrote this shit. Of course she did. She rhymed burner and Kerner. Like,
yes.
It was such a like distillation of what Lydia is. It was so good. And the only thing I could see maybe as her being nervous was that she was kind of looking down sometimes. But also,
okay.
Exactly. Like, what?
Watching where she was walking. Oof.
Exactly. Yeah. She wanted to make sure. So like my first round where I did my notes, I gave her an A, but actually upon rewatching, I gave Lydia a Slayana because I really enjoyed that she gave something a little bit different than everybody else. You think there's something going on with Michelle? The producers are forcing her. Oh my gosh, Michelle, blink if you're okay. Miss Lydia's runway for Little Shop of Horrors.
It's very Lydia. Like, I like the, she gives this like almost a little bit of that Willow Pill kind of like 90s supermodel, like just beauty. I love her looks. Like, this is campy, this is cute, it's a little spooky like she is, but yeah, I feel like this is very Lydia. I like this. I think she looks great. I love her in the black hair. I give this a Grease.
I think this is a good example of the you don't need money girl, you know, like this is just a kind of simple gown that she made, and I think it's obvious that it was something she made, right? It is similar to her nail runway, but the concept of it works really well. It's obviously a nod to Little Shop of Horrors. It's reminiscent also of her talent show with the puppet. So it gives you that like piece of her personality of like something you've already seen from her, like her branding, we can say. It also kind of shows her growth in a way, because if you think about the times where she's done something a little kookier, it's always like she has some random ugly thing draped over her face, or like just something that makes no sense. And like this is something that makes sense but still has her own personal twist on it. So that's a Grease.
Kick out Mr. Isabelle, bro.
Mr. Isabelle, that's crazy. Oh my God, I love that. What did we think?
She had great lyrics, and I love this look.
Yes.
I literally can't get over how much I love this look and that big fucking hair with it. She very clearly did. She was one of the top 3 at least tonight, out of very clearly that. She like very, very much commanded the stage. The look was really sexy.
It is sexy. Her fucking
strange.
panties are like hiked up and her fucking drawers are pulled down. Yeah, she looks hot.
She looks really fucking good, and she just went up there and embodied this thing, and I think she did a great job. I'm getting sick of her doing the laugh thing, not gonna lie. But I put her in All Right Mama this week.
Yeah, I didn't get the hate that I saw for her verse. I think she did really well. Like, yeah, some of the reads were maybe a little bit obvious, but her look is so perfect. Like, it really is perfect for this like attitude for this challenge. And her delivery was flawless. She read the shit out of everybody. I had her in the top of All Right Mama. Well, what did you think about the Little Shop of Horrors look for Mr. here?
This isn't my taste. This feels like the evolution of Ginger Minge's entrance look on season All-Stars 6. It's not my like taste, but it's very well done. I'm gonna give it a light crease, I guess. I just don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, I found myself really struggling with this too. Like, at first I really loved it, and then I absolutely hated it. And now, like, I really don't know. I kind of love how exaggerated the shape is, but it's still like nipped in at the waist. And I love that it is giving kind of Bowser, right?
It is giving Bowser.
Yes, but what I think I don't like is that the glitter fabric. I just don't like. I think that's just that fabric.
This is Bowser fuck the piranha plant.
But I think that's my problem. I think if this was all like velour, it would look sickening. Like, if it all was that same, because she has like velour on the petals.
Yeah.
But I think for those reasons, I'm gonna mooch. Jorgeous. Interested in your thoughts on this?
Jorgeous was my second favorite of the night. I really, really enjoyed Jorgeous's performance. I started to realize the critique, I don't know who gave it, but that she had a dance move for every single kind of like syllable of it. I started to kind of feel that and understand that more the second time I watched it, but like, I was still so fucking entertained the whole time by it. She started being like, no air, foot on your neck, and I was just like, okay, go ahead. You got me, Jorgeous. Go for it. And I thought she did a great job. I thought she looked good. She performed well. She moved around. She's got energy. She's great. All right, Mama.
The dancing was really good, of course. But like, I really wanted her to go in with the reeds, and I also wanted her to go in with the rapping, because I thought she could bring like actual like flow. So to me, it didn't quite deliver that way, although I did really like her lyrics. So I found it to be a little boring from what I expect of Jorgeous. For that reason, I had her in the top of B after Lydia and Mistress. Jorgeous with the Venus flytrap.
I really like this. I think it's cute. I do. It's very Jorgeous. I love the wig. The wig and the color of the wig is fucking awesome. You know that RuPaul loves you when you walk back this like down the runway and they start doing your own catchphrases at you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That is wild to see. But I'm gonna grease this.
Apparently Megami wrote her lyrics. I did see that. But I mean, like, that's not uncommon, you know, for somebody. Yeah. I did think it was hysterical that Megami like didn't even wait. Like, she was tweeting about like, oh, I like did something before this episode even aired. Like, she didn't even give Jorgeous time to appreciate like, oh my god, I won, before she was like, excuse me everybody, I wrote this. I thought that the Venus flytrap was a really obvious choice for the category. Like, nobody came out as like a Staghorn sumac or something, you know, which was like kind of disappointing as a horticultural enthusiast. But this is really cute. It's very like kind of Pokemon or like anime just in general. So I thought that was really cute. And I do love the wig. I love the colors together. It is really pretty. So it's a grease. Kerri Colby closes out the wrapping roast.
I wish that the idea would have worked out better than it did. Now, when you mentioned flow with Jorgeous, I feel like Kerri was the only one that actually had that for a minute in her. Like, there was a couple of bars where she was like da 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 da, and like in the pocket, and I was like, oh, okay, Kerri. The idea behind it was just, it could have been. I feel like there's a planet and a reality where this could have worked, but it needed to be like fleshed out a little bit more. It just, I don't know. I just knew it wasn't gonna fly with Rue when she was explaining it about it. But bitch, she looked so good, and she performed the shit out of it too. Like, I was so like, I was unbothered by it. Like, I was oh, she's just so hot. I did put it in, but is it fashion at the bottom though?
Yeah, I think Kerri might be the only person out of this lineup that would be capable of having a rap career. Like, legitimately, her
Right?
rapping was good, for sure.
Yes.
But I wasn't sure what was going on with the lyrics. Like, outside of the, like, she didn't say, you know, Tina, blah, 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 mistress, blah, 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 blah. Like, Kerri says a lot of just, like, kind of esoteric, mystic type stuff. And I feel like I'm expected to understand what she's talking about. And that, like, she also thinks that everybody knows already, like, she's talking about, like, oh, I'm manifesting this, so I'm gonna say lyrical miracle, and I'm like, am I supposed to know what the fuck you're talking about? Like, what, like, literally, what are you saying? I have no fucking clue, and I don't know if she, like,
Where's me, Kate?
What?
That's such a good point. That's probably what fucking happened.
yeah, no, that's what I was thinking too. Is that, like, did she write this so that they could kind of fit anybody? It's just quotes from Lisa Rinna's Facebook, like, genuinely. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on with Kerri. Like, she's saying five girls into fractions. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Why are you talking about fractions?
Whoa, why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. I'm just confused.
Not fucking fractions.
Where did you put her on your ranking?
At the bottom of But Is It Fashion? You got so upset you forgot.
I almost want to put this in A tier because the rap was really good. I think we can compromise and put her in But Is It Fashion because, like, it wasn't the actual assignment.
It wasn't the assignment. Yeah, it truly wasn't.
Kerri Colby on the runway.
I loved the like the reveal part where she, like, pulled out of it. Like, that was super cool and unexpected.
Yeah.
And then just naked boobs. Like, are you kidding me?
Boobs.
She is so hot. My God, this is so great. I love it. And then I love that she's, like, naked and then just has a train.
Yes.
Like, what are you fucking talking about? Love it. I'm gonna grease this.
I kind of liked that it wasn't the obvious color choice for a Venus flytrap, and also the Venus flytrap McQueen shoes. The presentation of the runway was great. It wasn't the obvious, and I think that really benefited Kerri. I think she looks, like, scary in a way, you know, she, like, is giving that, like, fear boner energy, and I live for that. She looks awesome, and this is obviously a grease. How did you feel about critiques?
Well, obviously I was pissed because I thought that Lydia should have been in the top 2. I thought Lydia was literally, like, the hands down obvious best.
Yeah.
The critique on her was that she looked nervous, and that was so fucking stupid and untrue. Wrong again. But the other 2 were the top 3 for me. So, like, I wasn't, like, mad about it. I was mad about Lydia not being in the top 2, but I wasn't mad about the other options, you know what I mean? What I am mad about is that double win.
Right. Okay, so the critiques ended with Mistress and Jorgeous in the top, and the lip sync to Hot to Go by Chapel Roan.
It was, like, I just don't know if it was it wasn't that good. Like,
yeah.
I would have just given this to Jorgeous probably.
Yes.
Even though, like, that being said, like, there were points in the song where Jorgeous was, like, doing the most, and I was just like...
It's not this song.
It didn't fit the song very well. And then, so at one point, I'm like, well, okay, well, Mistress is probably better, in my opinion, then, because she's just playing it, like, straight. She's giving personality, but it doesn't feel like... And then I was just kind of bored. Like, this wasn't, like, double win worthy, in my opinion. Like... Maybe, I don't know. I didn't think it should have been a double.
Yeah. The lip sync overall did not give me what I needed for a song of this, like, magnitude, you know? And the thing about Hot to Go is, like, 1, they should have done the fucking dance at least once, because the cut of this song had the chorus in it like 15 fucking times.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Horrible cut of this song. So that was rigged. And then, like, 2, Jorgeous was moving a lot, but it just wasn't the right vibe. Like, she was doing the dance that she does in every song. So now I'm like, okay, show me Jorgeous doing a slow number. That's what I want to see, because I'm like, I don't think she has the range, you know? So now I'm wondering, is Jorgeous really a lip sync assassin, or could fucking Mistress take her out on a slow song, right? So like, part of it makes me think, like, did Mistress do better because she was embodying the feeling of the song more?
I don't know the answer to that question. Science may never even know.
I know. I'm like, I think that neither of them should have gotten a point. But obviously, right? So they both win half a point.
And yes, I also have had this vibe that ever since the All Stars 9 musical, which is one of my all-time faves, that Jorgeous has just still looked like the doll.
Right? It's like something about the way she does her makeup.
And her eyes. She looks like the fucking Megan doll.
She was swapped out. So here's the thing. We now have Mistress and Jorgeous both have 4.5 points, which this is like... you know, it's like so... Like, the half points just really fuck with the whole thing. But... yeah. If everyone teams up together, they could still kind of fuck up the entire game, right? So, like, we have one episode left, but we also don't have the points from the MVQ other 4 queens. Have not been given out yet.
So there's 4 points to give out right now.
Yeah, there's 3 points up for grabs. There's also, the next episode, there's 3 more points for the challenge win, and then the lip sync, and then there's also the 2 points if you're in the top, and then there's still 3 more other MVQ points. So it's like, if the other
but it'd be 4, not 3, because there's 4 bottoms.
Well, I say 3 because you can't give a point to yourself. So it's like you couldn't get 4 points. You couldn't receive 4 MVQ points is what I'm saying.
Yes.
If the other queens really wanted to, they could totally fuck this up.
And send somebody through, or at least box somebody out.
So like, if everybody just shuts out Mistress and Jorgeous and like bands together and back most likely Lydia or Tina, like, I mean, everybody could fully just give all their points to Nicole and promise that they're all going to give all their points to Nicole, and Nicole could still go through.
My God, this is how Nicole can still win.
I don't know. I kind of hope something insane happens next week. Mistress in Untucked is trying to get Lydia and Tina to not give Kerri and Nicole points and to keep them at 0.
Rude.
Right. But Kerri and Lydia had already kind of agreed that they would be swapping points.
What's gonna happen? I hope somebody flips or something.
Yes.
If they don't do it in this bracket, I want it to happen somewhere else in another bracket. But next week we get the Rusical!
Yes, and it's the rebooty of Star Booty. The Rusical, we could see Tina do really well. Tina was robbed in her Rusical. It was such fucking bullshit.
We could see Tina do well.
Jorgeous has also done really well in Rusicals.
Jorgeous won her Rusical in All Stars 9.
Okay, well, Joshita, do you have anything else to say? Speak now or forever hold your grease.
No.
Oh, okay. Timeline, though, is Brazil is Meet the Queens, and then
July 10th is
10th.
the actual premiere date.
I was sure we were going to get Slasian Royale before we were going to get Brazil.
I know. I don't actually know when the fuck we're getting Slasian Royale. France All Stars is coming very quickly here too.
Yeah, we have, for everybody out there, especially our UK friends, we might be doing like really early streams, like literally wake up, stream with some coffee, and talk about Philippines for our Filipina audience. Because I think Philippines is like just 12-hour difference. I don't remember. One of the editors that I've worked with before is from the Philippines.
We love the Philippines. We're so excited for Slasian Royale.
We'll be around, everybody. Join the Discord if you want to hang out. I love you all, and we will
Send
see
us
you
money
next week. Pay your tithes to the Church of Gay Rigomoris.
The Church of the Grease. Bye.
Bye.